Washington women's basketball team suffers most lopsided loss of season to Iowa. No, that wasn't Caitlin Clark torching the Washington women's basketball team, but it sure seemed like it. Clark, the all-time collegiate scoring leader who led Iowa to a 34-5 record in the national championship game last year, left for the WNBA, which explains why the Hawkeyes stumbled into Wednesday night's matchup against the Huskies with a 5-game losing streak. Seemingly, UW had all the momentum considering it's in the middle of an extended 3-game homestand, while Iowa was at the end of a 5-day road trip that included a close loss at Oregon on Sunday. However, the Hawkeyes jumped on the Huskies at the start and buried them beneath an avalanche of three-pointers while connecting on their first 8 shots from long range. Washington trailed by 28 points in the second quarter and never recovered while falling 85-61, their most lopsided loss of the season that snapped a 4-game home winning streak. It was the second most points the Huskies have allowed in regulation under fourth-year coach Tina Langley. "There's games that you probably aren't going to rewatch," Langley said. "I think this is one that we probably aren't going to spend a lot of time in film on. This can't be flush because there's things that we broke down on, as well as Iowa was very good. So, we've got to work on the areas where we break down." This one got away from the Huskies early. Iowa, which returned to Alaska Airlines Arena for the first time since 1991, used a 15-1 run over a 5-minute stretch that turned Washington's 9-4 lead into a 19-10 deficit with 2:32 left in the first quarter. The Hawkeyes' lead continued to swell in the second period thanks to the red-hot shooting from guards Lucy Olson, 20 points and 6 assists, and Taylor McCabe, 11 points, who made 4 and 3 three-pointers, respectively. Meanwhile, center Addison O'Grady had 17 points and guard Kylie Feuerbach, 12 for Iowa, 13-7, 3-6 Big Ten. With 2:30 remaining in the first half, freshman guard Tegan Maledny delivered the knockout blow, a three-pointer that put the Hawkeyes up 48-20. Sometimes when you see a few go in, it feels like your night, and I think they felt like that. And we didn't do a lot to change that in the first quarter, Langley said. It led to quite a run. Washington trailed by 36 points in the fourth quarter and never got closer than 21 points the rest of the way. It was a surprisingly flat performance from the Huskies, 13-7, 4-4, who 4 days earlier played one of their best games of the season while crushing Purdue 87-58 on the day they raised former UW great Kelsey Plum's jersey into the rafters. Washington shot a season-high 62.5% on field goals and held the Boilermakers to just 42.9% shooting. However, this time the Huskies couldn't slow down the Hawkeyes, who shot 71.7% from the field, including 9 for 13 on three-pointers. Making matters worse, El Ladine, 24 points, was the only one who found any success offensively for UW, which shot 38.3% on field goals, including 7 of 20 on three-pointers. Sapia Sellers tallied all 13 of her points in the fourth quarter when UW outscored Iowa 22-14, and Delia Daniels had 11 before fouling out with 2-1 left.